Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's lesson objective. So, today we will balance a simple budget. All right, so let's first go over some vocabulary. We have a lot of vocabulary for this lesson. So, our first word we're going to go over is income. So, income is any money that you have earned. So, this is in forms of jobs, any income that we have earned, any money we've earned. Now, how is income different than expenses? So, expenses are money spent on a good or a service. So, for example, clothing, we're spending money on clothing, we're spending money on food, we're spending money on doctor's visits. So, this is money that is spent on a good or a service. All right. Now, a really important part of just in general of making sure we have enough money is a budget. So, a budget is a plan for how money will be spent, right? We always have things we need to spend money on. So, we need to make a plan of how we're going to spend this money. And a balanced budget is what we always want. So, a balanced budget is when your expenses are equal your income or are less than your income, right? So, we always want to make sure our expenses are equal to or less than our income. Okay, let's go into this budget right here. So, Ben Jones just graduated from college. He plans to save money to buy a house. To do this, Ben decides to make a monthly budget. The table shows Ben's monthly budget. Okay, so Ben receives two paychecks each month, and each check is $2,500. Sorry. So here is a list of all of Ben's monthly budgets or monthly expenses right here, right? Here's all of Ben's expenses, everything that he spends money on every month. Okay, so first let's figure out what is Ben's monthly income. So over here we see that each check is $2,500, but Ben receives two checks per month. So we want to find out how much he makes in 1 month, his monthly income. So we need to add 2,500 plus 2,500, which is going to give us $5,000. So Ben receives $5,000 as his monthly income. Okay, now what are Ben's monthly expenses? So over here we have Ben's budget and he has listed everything he spends in 1 month. To find out Ben's monthly expenses, we need to find out the total of all of Ben's expenses. So I can take each of the expenses and add them up. I've already done this for us for the sake of time. So Ben's monthly expenses is $4,550. Okay, now is Ben's budget balanced? All right. So we have, in order to find out if Ben's budget is balanced, we need to take his total monthly income and compare it to Ben's monthly expenses. So right now, Ben's total monthly income is $5,000 and his total monthly expenses is $4,550. So $5,000 is greater than $4,550. So his expenses are less than the money, his income, than the money he's bringing in, which is a good thing, right? So we want our monthly income to be more than our expenses. So yes, Ben's budget is balanced. Ben actually has some extra money every month. He actually has an extra $450 every month. So that's good. That's amazing. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so this was an example of a budget, but we can see various different types of budget. Okay, so let's go ahead and review today's lesson objective. So today we balanced a simple budget. So this was one example of a budget. We will see in plenty more going forward in our lives in general. Your budget may be different than Ben's budget. It may be different than my budget, than your parents' budget. So just a really important skill for us to know is how to budget. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.